Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MSC here as we're halfway through Day 2, and so far, the LCK has only lost one game. And that was against the LCK. It's a very different experience than what day number 1 was. And look, I have this like selfish dream that we get.
Tell me.
2 LPL teams versus 2 LCK teams.
Oh.
But then I look at what teams we're going to be losing, right? And we lose both of the first place teams out of both regions, if that happens, right? So, and now that gets decided.
Yeah.
In this particular game right here, as JDG fight to keep themselves alive here in the Mid-Season Cup.
Yep, and this time around, it's LPL first team, JDG versus 4th place IG, right? So, I mean, JDG won against IG in the springs like 2 times, right? So I think it would be really easy prediction when you predict to JDG to win.
Yeah.
But I think it's just so random today. Like everything is so random from day 1 as well, you know? So I think we cannot just easily predict these games.
I think that this one should be pretty in the bag on JDG's side.
Yeah.
I know that Hysterics over on the desk was in the LPL. It was pretty psyched that, you know, we would deny the JDG IG matchup for such a long time, sort of when it comes to more like tournaments like this and like best of 5s and things like that. However, I think that JDG certainly looked much better than IG on the day here today.
Yeah. And also, I think it really depends on how Kanavi plays these games. Especially, I just want to see him playing aggressive junglers. You mentioned it before from his solo queue. I mean, it's just solo queue, but what he played in the LPL, he always plays for early game, like snowbally junglers like Olaf, Nidalee, or even like...
It's like Olaf, Nidalee, Graves, Elise.
Right?
Like
Elise.
that, and Lee Sin.
Yeah,
like,
and today he just picked Trundle, and I don't know.
And then went into the enemy jungle as if he was Kindred, and then didn't really find the success that he was looking for. But in this match, at least the LPL will gather their first win, regardless of what's going on. However, it's going to make things very, very difficult for whoever loses here, as I think there is still a chance as... Yeah, it's going to require some stars to align. And if the 3-0 does come in from DRX, there's a chance that the rest of our teams, I believe, can be just 1 and 2.
So there is an extra game.
Yeah, I think that might mean a tiebreaker. Not entirely sure, but maybe my math is just completely off. But in my brain, that's what it's saying. I don't have it down in front of me, so...
For IG side, I think... I really think it just depends on how the Shy plays, you know?
Yeah, and what he's going to be playing as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, is he going to have, like, team fight impact? Is it going to be split push impact? Is it going to be, you know, just, I'm going to solo smash you as an early game champion like the the Lucian, which didn't quite work out last time.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. But I also look at IG and look at, you know, players like the Shy as not being one of these teams that tilts off the planet and then plays absolutely ridiculously, you know? Like,
yeah, actually,
like they have bad games and then they come back and have a completely different one after that.
Did he play? What did he play with his jungler when he played Lucian? I don't remember. Wasn't it like
Lee Sin?
Oh yeah, I don't
it was
think
Lee Sin Lucian. I mean, it's a terrible combo.
Terrible combo for sure. So I think maybe Ning should play more supportive. I mean, not supportive, like just looking for team composition like Lucian, Elise, or
have some CC, please.
At least some synergy between his top laner or mid laner, because IG was always about the top side, and when their top side is getting early leads and when they're ahead, it's really easy game for IG, you know? Like, they just made it so easy. So.
And it's why Ning was still so good, even though he was sitting in brushes for like 3-odd minutes at a time, because any advantage that Rookie and the Shy gets is an advantage that sticks most of the time. But it's something that has been slipping away from this squad. So see what they're going to be able to do to fix it, as the Senna has been banned here by JDG to start things off on the blue side, alongside the Syndra here, aimed against Rookie. Graves taken off the board as well, And I don't think we're going to see Varus today. And we've already seen the Graves and the center, and they're also a bit disgusting. Last game, they were on the same team, which doesn't seem so good.
Yeah, so the Trundle and Graves is gone. And I wonder what are they going to pick for the first pick, JDG, because last time they picked Trundle, right? But this time around, they don't have Syndra, and Senna is also gone.
Yeah.
Graves is gone. Varus is gone. Trundle is gone.
And Ornn is now gone.
Too.
I mean,
Such
Zoom
a LCK.
Zoom had a very, I mean, you say very LCK, but it's also Zoom's most played by a really large margin, and he has a huge win rate on the champions.
I mean, he plays everything really good. So I don't feel like Ornn is only a special champion for him. You know?
Yeah. And it's funny because he's seems like Rascal this year, but just better. You know, they both went from being, largely carry players and things like that into supportive. Is JDG first pick Ezreal?
First pick Israel. So, yeah. What? I mean, he's Korean, so it's still Korean Israel. So
hey, that's true. There we go.
I'm fine with it. And when you talk about Israel, you cannot forget about Korean Israels, you know?
But, look, I know you're young, things like that, but do you know who the original Ezreal player was?
Okay, tell me.
It was Wei Zhao, and he was absolutely Chinese.
That's true.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's like when you're talking about, Korean Twisted Fates, and everyone's like, yeah, they've always been the best, but Messiah was the best.
I mean, he is
the original
best Twisted Fate, but I don't think
we
had
Dade. Dade was the TF.
I mean, he's Talon. More like Talon and Zed.
And Yasuo.
Yeah.
That was very Dade.
And
but he did have
Karma.
Yeah, oh god, no. Please tell me it's not support. Wait, I don't want it to be solo lane either. I don't want it to be in the game. Oh no! This is IG no!
So Puff
this should be the bottom lane, right?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Puff is playing Aphelios again, and I think in the game that they played before, Puff was playing fine. He was just farming, but the one play that he just flashed into the enemy turret, it was just bad play. And after that, he farmed really well. Just his team was just so totally crashed by enemy team, so he couldn't do anything. But right now, it's still they can have decent team comp. But JDG,
please do it. Oh, that would have.
Yeah, Malphite.
Malphite's just easy set. I actually really like it.
Yeah, and then see Karma.
This is Yagao's LeBlanc, by the way. I think JDG so far are winning the draft. IG are going to have to really pick things up here, as they might go for Ning's pick and allow their solo lanes to get through the next ban phase and surprise JDG, and that's exactly what they're going to do with a Lee Sin pickup. Well, it was great having you in the tournament, IG. Really enjoyed it.
Karma and Lee Sin, if they win this game, they actually deserve to be in semis.
I think they just automatically seed into the semis.
Yeah, I mean, they're just they just want to prove that those champions are not the problems, you know?
Yeah, and if you're just better players, you can win.
We can just play better.
We should tell IG that they don't have to do that. They can actually just pick better champions,
especially when they're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think JDG's idea is slightly better than IG, because they already have easier set, probably set bot lane as support, and I really like those combo, because when you play Israel on the bot side, you normally want something like independent supports like Bard or like Pyke or Set. Maybe you can just go full ham on the lane with the Senna, Karma, but normally when you play Israel, you expect your support to roam more and just effect on the other lanes more. So I think this set pick is such a great pick by JDG, but at the same time, it's still flex pick, so that's why IG is banning Bard, you know?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, the Karma is also a flex pick.
True.
You see JDG don't expect the Karma to move into a solo lane because, of course, you don't...
It's bad pick.
It's not synonymous with the Shio rookie, right?
Exactly. It's supportive pick when it goes to the lane, you know?
And you can't give that to the players that are expected to carry. Kanavi's locked in Nidalee, okay.
This is what he wanted.
And this is what we wanted IG to do instead, right? Is to have something like Renekton Nidalee. I mean, never in the LCK do we say that we want Renekton, because LS casts here and we'd be frowned upon, right? Not allowed to say that we like Renekton. However, I like this in the early game. I really do like this in the early game. And the Shy, he's going to try and answer with an Aatrox pickup. You can certainly out-muscle the Renekton sometimes, but it's theoretically not the greatest. But it's still the Shy Guys.
So what do you think about it? He's laughing right after he picked Aatrox.
Maybe he's heard the English broadcast of the LCK?
Maybe he's like, nah, just go for Aatrox. You're already doomed.
Oh, God. I really hope not.
Nah, I mean, like, Aatrox is one of the picks that you guys really hated before, no?
Yeah, we did really hate him before. I think that we've sort of grown away from the full hatred. I think there are times where you can pick the Aatrox. It's not here.
Yeah.
Although, what else do you pick, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, when I was playing Griffin again, we always consider Aatrox as a great top lane pick because there is nothing to just blind pick on the top side.
Exactly, right? So it's safe, and you'll never get completely crushed.
Yeah, and
if you play
team
Aatrox.
fight is still a great champion. But
yeah.
anyways, I like JDG side more.
And what I love about it, sorry to cut you off there for a second, is just the difference between this comp and their last one that they played.
Oh, that's true.
Like, it's just complete change up of style.
Nidalee.
Yeah.
Oof, that's all. Kanavi's Nidalee. It's on.
That's what our point is we found Kanavi's Nidalee, and so obviously they can't lose.
I mean, actually, any other 4 champions doesn't matter. It's just all about Kanavi's Nidalee. And the setup is already done because he have Renekton on the top side against Aatrox, so I think it's great kind of vitamin for him.
No, it's super good. So let's get into game number 4 of the day of day number 2.
Yeah, again, it's already set it up for Kanavi to just grow up, because I really think if you just try to gank on the top side.
Wait, already?
Already?
Southwind's been ignited. It's we're being taught how the LPL plays the game. We have flashes going down everywhere.
He survived because of the Nemo
Q's going to land there onto Ning, from Ning. As Puff was already down to 100 as well. Not sure how that happened. We're going to need a replay of this level 1 prior to 1 minute.
For sure. I mean, nothing special. JDG just ran in, and IG just backed out. But Southwind just didn't expect them to just run in like this.
I mean, Puff was almost dead too somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know
I mean,
how
they
that
were just like not expecting them to do this, but yeah, that was really great strategy. And yeah, Southwind lost both summoners on Karma support when he's playing Karma on the bot lane. And I think this is really critical because when you normally play... Oh, he's face reset support, by the way.
This is Lumao, right? He's allowed to do what he wants. I assume this is actually the best way to play set support. I know life set support is supposed to be good, but...
Yeah, I think this is good.
I think this is really cool. And it's just like all of the movement speed. He literally has every single thing that can give him movement speed.
And also when you play support set, it's not tanky. It's not tanky than you might think. It's not the top laner that you were expecting. So I think this gives more survival ability for set. So I just want to see some proactive plays by Lumao. And also, this time around it's easier because Southwind already lost his both summoners, you know?
I mean, he probably could just die here as the Facebreaker is going to connect. A late Inspire as well will mean that shield goes completely wanting. Loken able to sneak through a cheeky auto attack there to help with the damage. Haymaker doesn't find the mark.
I think they can never push before they get back on their summoners cooldown because he can literally flash in and enemy jungle has Nidalee, right? So you cannot expect him to be there or like on the top side. He can literally be on the other side in like 10 seconds, right?
Yep.
So,
you know what it feels like to me? It feels like Kanavi watched Pyoshik play last game, and he's like, oh, you had so much fun farming and stuff like that. I mean, both of these junglers, remember, start off in the tournament on Trundle, and now they're like, now I get my for fun champion, right, guys?
Like, coaches, stop. I don't play Trundle.
Yeah, please.
I play Graves, I play Nidalee, and I will farm for my life.
Mm-hmm. And Ning walks over a ward, finds out that he doesn't have his Krug camp. Zoom is going to be absolutely fine. Continues shoving. That was a fantastic sidestep from the last Q there out of the Shy.
Yeah.
It looked like Zoom didn't even move, but he avoids the sweet spot really beautifully.
They couldn't manage to the top side dive, but it doesn't matter. They already got the camp advantage on Kanabi side. So Nidalee is just gonna farm 24/7, and maybe he
possible
still
gang.
try.
There's the flash. Stun comes in. Fantastic spear is all too easy, but the Shy just dashes out of the way. That's what you do. You press E, and you survive everything, apparently.
So this is why Aatrox blind take is good. And you just pick Aatrox, even though you still Renekton.
I mean, he lost Flash, and JDG didn't have to use Flash.
I mean, it's still fine.
Oh yeah, it's probably true. Well,
it's not
teleport's
fine.
coming in. No, nothing's fine for Southwind. That's what happens when you don't have any summoner spells. Is now Puff.
He's
going to be in
his
trouble
flash.
as well. The chain is going to land. Yagao lands a couple of them, but he does get stunned up, and Puff is going to make it to safety. So, had to use his Flash. Still has the exhaust held on to. And Yagao's going to have to make his way back to mid lane.
So, yep, Karma again. He's dying over and over again. We saw it from yesterday. All the Karma supports were really horrible, and
do you love this because then you don't have to play some Karma support in your team if Karma performs really badly?
Kind of feels great that it shows that my knowledge is not wrong.
Yeah, that's good too. That's good.
I mean, also, like, if I'm wrong, then it's fine because I learned a new thing.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
Always winning mindset, winner's mindset. You know.
Pick this guy up, by the way. Currently a free agent, willing to relocate, I mean, preferably to Europe. As,
no need translator.
Zoom's just getting comboed out by the Shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called losing the trade, everyone. Do note the fact that the Shy has a lot of health bar and Zoom does not.
And 2 Dorans, we can see it from the Shy, what he is hungry for.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, his game that he just played before was horrible, and everyone was talking about how the Shy is falling, but we'll see about the both skirmishes first. Karma no sums. That's just simple.
Yes. So
Karma no sums. We fight both. TP. Easy.
Don't even need the pro view, by the way, guys. We've got what did, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, it's true. I just played in pro scene like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, see?
So I know all the exact communications. You know? Karma no flash.
We're still just advertising as Just Walking rookie avoids a spear as Southwind once again in trouble. Let's get himself the tether though onto Lumao, who goes down to about half health, and Puff with a whole bunch of these chakrams stacked up is going to be a force to be reckoned with. So Southwind survives this one, Flash and Heal both available. Puff's Flash is down, but he does have exhaust, so will be a difficult fight to win. 2 versus 2 here for the set and Ezreal.
I mean, this is very good, great news for Israel. You're pushing lane as Israel with melee support champion against range support, by the way. I mean, range support, you should have lane prior. That's just how it is, you know.
Yeah.
If you picked AP mage support, range support in the lane, then you should able to get bot lane prior, and that's why you pick those champions. But it's already ruined. All the plans that IG got is all ruined right now.
Maybe it's okay because it's the bottom lane for IG, and they
Oh,
just don't
sure.
care because you know they don't want to use the Karma support for pressure. They just want to use it for not lose.
Oh,
I mean, that's not necessarily
makes
working,
sense.
as Lumao does not quite get to Facebreaker range onto Puff. X-Flash. Fantastic. But yeah, that's sort of like my idea of... I'm basically using my Damwon knowledge and applying it to IG. Which I shouldn't do. I should use IG knowledge and apply it to Damwon, as they are the old team. A team that has certainly evolved over time, though.
yeah. I mean, those kind of mistakes were not happening when we think about the IG, you know?
Yeah.
Their ball lane was always consistent. But this time around, their top side is shaking, and their ball lane is also falling. Like,
In fact, all of it's falling down around Rookie.
yeah, everyone
Yeah.
except Rookie. Rookie is like alone in lane, is like, hey guys, I'm farming really great, so just please don't die. I'm gonna just 1v9.
Yeah, it's that classic experience where you're watching someone solo queue stream and they're like demonstrating how to perfectly like control your minion wave, and in the meantime, there's just all these red things in the kill feed. It's like, well, we may not win this game, but as you can see, you can perform a freeze by doing this. Watch them cringe as the whole world falls apart around them. Hasn't fallen apart completely just yet. JDG are ahead, but it's only by about 800. And IG theoretically have a decent teamfight composition that will scale very well into the late game with a wildcard Lee Sin that Ning in the past has been able to use to great effect. Whether he can do it now at a time where Lee Sin has certainly struggled to find effectiveness is yet to be found out, and it didn't work in their last game. But now redemption.
Yep. And yeah, that's the thing. If you go to the late game, I'm not sure who's gonna win, but I think it's slightly better for IG side. Even though JDG has Korean Israel, but still like it's Aphelios and Azero in the late game with Aatrox, so they should be able to get some early leads.
Well, there's a big flash as Kanavi looking for the Shy, and that is going to be that execution. And Rookie, he'll turn up just to pick up the minion wave as Ning is taking down the Ocean Drake.
Side trade.
Yeah, just a little. But that's exactly what this combo is supposed to do. Kanavi farms really, really fast and then gets to a point where he can execute people underneath turrets.
Yeah, he farms really fast and he farms the champions.
Yeah. Farms everything. This is how he's upgraded what Pyoshik did. Because Graves just farms minions real good, right? But sometimes getting the champions is a little bit hard, whereas Kanavi just comes through and executes them like it's the farming phase. Now, Rookie up towards the top side was bullying there just a little bit onto Zoom. Yagao is going to be able to push this one out. And I think that Yagao is going to be a big factor here because he's going to be able to get a lot of work done in the mid-game, and this is his LeBlanc. Like, he's super famous for this pickup. Hasn't lost so far this season. Normally gets banned all the time. Yeah. IG must have known that this was going to happen. But,
the Shy.
So far, the Shy is just soaking damage a lot. As Yagao pulls back, that is going to mean that the Infernal Chains are not going to arm. Zoom's just going to die here on the top side. Nice work. Not sure why he was still there.
Yeah, Rookie is literally on the 1v9 mode.
But I mean, what the heck was Zoom doing there?
I mean, he's like... I mean, I think he did reset in the brush. Maybe he got cancelled, I'm not sure, but anyways.
He was what? I thought he was backing.
Yeah,
I hope we see that. That was very weird.
That was really weird moment on the top side, but anyways. Rookie is still I mean, he didn't even try to reset, he's just getting waves, you know? And being in the front of Azir's face without no flash.
Alright.
I mean, without flash, you know? That's fine. It's like, just fight each other's, you know? With with your friend, you know. So you take something and give something to your friend.
Just extremely greedy is what that was. As Ning gets frustrated that there's a minion wave there. And Lumao walks on over, spots that there's no vision. And Loken getting a little bit lonely underneath this turret. Lumao's going to come back. Kanavi's farming. Farming.
Yeah. I mean, I think if IG can get the second Drake as well, then their late game setup is already like completely set it up, you know? So
yeah, really scary. Especially if it's a Cloud Soul afterwards, because then even if the Nidalee gets to the point where she can farm really well, she's only getting Cloud Drinks, right?
Exactly. And it's gonna be only like Nidalee healing machine into Israel, and Israel needs to just 1v9.
Yeah. Well, now Rookie and Ning are searching for Kanavi, but with the
so
Herald,
close.
He gets back in time to go towards his Krugs and keep farming. This is like Kanavi talking to Pyoshik and being like, anything you can do, I can do better. He's just farming so hard. I don't know whether he's at the same pace as Pyoshik, but I think maybe he has more farm.
And also, these games feels like more LCK-er than LPL, you know?
But I think that has a lot to do with the scorelines, right? The fact that this is do or die for IG and JDG. They lose here, then they're out of the tournament. It's just donezo. So, I mean, there's one thing to have pressure of if we win this, we win, but it's much worse to be if we lose this, we lose. And so you can imagine that's why there's a bit more apprehension. And that's not what you want to do if you have, you know, Lee Sin, Renekton, things like that. There are a lot of sort of early game tools that need to be utilized to their greatest effectiveness as Puff gets nailed by a spear. Looks like Shelly's going to get a whole bunch of work done onto this outer turret.
Just right in
that's
time.
That's real scary.
30 seconds before the plates are falling.
Perfect. Well, once again, bit of a spat in the mid lane. Kanavi wants to be able to lock down this blue buff. Flash immediately so that they could avoid the kick flash out of Ning, and Kanavi still steals away the blue buff.
And also they got the bot turret in the early timing and TPing back.
Yep, looking for Ning here. He's going to flash immediately. Zoom doesn't have his flash available just yet. Q lands from Ning. Rookie decides that he doesn't want any of it. The Shy doesn't have teleport, so JDG just going to look to try and get out as Lumao. Yeah, slowed down, but otherwise is going to take too much damage from the Karma.
And obviously, IG doesn't need to hurry up in this game. And they can just take it slowly, especially when they have Azir and Aphelios in the late game.
Yeah.
So I think they're not in a hurry, but still, JDG is the team that can actually end the game in 20 minutes if you just let them get everything. So,
especially with Loken now having his 2 items completed, this is where JDG really start to hit their stride. With their team composition, Yagao just went back and purchased his Luden's Echo, and Kanavi's got a bunch of cooldown reduction and starting to build towards his next slew of ability power. Mountain Drake is going to be taken here, and it is once again Cloud Soul. That's 3 in a row. Damn. I cast a curse so hard.
Yeah.
In
most
what was
boring.
it, game 2? Whoa.
Most boring Drake in this game, I think. I officially offer to Riot to change these Drake effects. Because these map changes are literally, it feels nothing, you know? Like when you imagine other Drakes, like Ocean Drake.
Oh
and,
no. Oh, that feels so bad. He did so much work.
But anyways,
Rookie looking for Yagao. Might have found his chances. The chains did just miss. Conquering Sand's going to be coming back relatively soon. There it is. But not enough damage. As Yagao going to have to think twice before engaging against this particular pigeon.
Yeah. And as you said, this is still great news for IG. You know, it's Cloud Drake, so it doesn't matter if you lose the Drake Soul or not.
Just give it away if you feel like it. I mean, probably okay for JDG as well if they want to focus elsewhere, but IG were able to get an Ocean Drake, so a useful Drake for both teams.
By the way, is this legal?
What's that?
Isn't this illegal?
Oh god.
Ning is building AD Lee Sin. He's going for damage.
Lethality?
Yeah. He's going for damage, by the way.
I mean, I've seen this in solo queue.
Yeah,
often from that Lee Sin that's like getting mad.
I mean, he's like 0 kill per interaction for 16 minutes and going for full AD.
I mean, this is a very Ning thing to do. And
yeah,
he still might win this game, right? Like,
he can one shot.
Sometimes he does this and it actually works.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how Ning plays League of Legends?
Ning will always be Ning. And for better or worse. So we'll see whether it is going to be for better this time. As Teleport comes in on the bottom side, Yao. Not a lot of mana, but should be able to clear out this minion wave quite nicely. Chains are going to be exchanged, but not going to exactly hit true. The Shy doesn't find all of his Qs, and we'll just put another minion wave underneath this turret.
Yeah. I mean, I think Insect... Oh, wait.
Okay, well, yeah, the Shy's just looking for it, but starts tanking up the turret maybe a little bit too fast. Yao trying to go with the funny business. The kickback actually going to work out very well for the LeBlanc, who decides to troll a little bit with an early back, and you can hear the Korean commentary right now losing their minds as Rookie's trying to escape this one as well. As Showstopper, Rookie couldn't have put his ultimate in a better position to avoid being ulted back. You could see exactly what was in the mind of Lumao. But Rookie going to survive as well. Both mid laners with the escape tactics.
Yep. And they're just trading turrets. And yeah, there's no kills. It's actually really interesting.
We've just traded strategies. Maybe it was a gentleman's agreement to like see like what life is in each other's shoes.
Yeah, and maybe it's like, oh guys, maybe come on, it can be tournament, but it's still event.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So maybe just for fun, we can change our play styles and LPL team just plays like LCK, and we're just gonna go full monkey style.
And I mean, maybe yesterday they got that memo, but then they remembered that the prize pool was 600 grand, which is just really, really, really large amounts of money, actually. So maybe someone needs to remind everyone that, yeah, maybe we should get our serious pants on, because there is actually a lot to fight for here. It's not just about national pride, although you can imagine that that is certainly a lot of what's on the minds of these players. Is now the Shy getting closed in on, but Ning was looking for a pick too. As Serrated Dirk not doing so well here, but he tries to go over, he gets put right back again, and now the Shy finds himself alone in front of 4 members of JDG. Rookie takes a tower down on the top side, but he's in elo hell this game. 2,000 gold is the lead for JDG, 4-1. Cloud Drake in 50 seconds.
Yeah, this is literally solo queue moment, you know. Guys, come on!
Yeah.
I'm farming
Just don't die!
Just do not, I don't know, like, don't do anything. Just breathe.
Yeah,
on the turret, you know.
Yep. Try to get safe CS,
I can carry, but you guys just keep running, and
I'm a diamond smurf.
Yeah, and also, Rookie
gets his face broken, but Lumao has to haymaker to keep himself alive. Kanavi dashes himself out of the way, provided himself a target though, which meant that IG did have to split their focus. No kills going to come through just yet. Lumao even able to get himself that siege minion.
Yeah, and you know what make it worse for IG? Lee Sin is keep building full AD.
This is so Ning.
It's like 3 levels difference, 3 levels behind, and keeps hitting Gromp and
oh god. Yeah. And then the Shy is like, well, I guess now I have absolutely no chance to do anything. And that execution is calling actually paying dividends there. For Zoom, you could see that even with the world end of the Shy, wasn't really able to heal himself whatsoever. First Cloud Drake does go over to IG. You can imagine JDG don't care too much. They put an entire mini wave towards that top lane in a turret. And now Kanavi puts down Shirley. Starts throwing around these spears. The poke duo of the Ezreal and the Nidalee is going to be pretty potent, especially as we move further into this mid-game. And this is exactly where the power level starts to hit the highest point for JDG.
I think they're already ready to go for the late game as well, you know. Nidalee is already fed, so he's building just Athenes for Israel for the mid-late game, and Loken, he's building Death Dance, it seems like, right?
Yeah, Corvus Warhammer comes
right
in.
now.
Yeah, I think Death Dance has been what a lot of players have been picking up on the Ezreal. We saw it completely ruin the life of Teddy, who was trying to kill Ezreals on his Yasuo yesterday and wasn't able to get through the Death Dance. It is certainly something that does help against a lot of burst damage, and Rookie will have a lot of it. The Shy also. I mean, even Ning, with his item build, with his Umbral is going to be doing a lot of burst damage on this Lee Sin. And Umbral is a busted item, right? But this Lee Sin is just so easy to kill for almost everyone on JDG's side.
I think he's lower HP than support, right? Literally like 1.2k HP.
Yeah, he doesn't have very
much. Level 10, same level as your support.
He has literally less health than Karma. Yeah.
And same level as your support when support experience got nerfed so hard.
Yeah.
It's just,
he's
so sad.
4 levels behind Kanavi.
I mean, it's fine. He's keep farming with his AD item, so he's farming fast at least.
I mean, is he? Because normally if you farm fast, don't you get a lot of experience? Kind of like what Kanavi's doing?
He's like farming like Ferrari then.
Yeah, maybe this is more about Kanavi being incredibly fast to farm. And of course he is a Nidalee, and Ning is Lee Sin. And hasn't been able to find the steals this time. Kanavi certainly has, though. Southwing taken down to about half health.
Yeah,
Rookie possibly out of position. Yagao looks for the chains, doesn't find them. Lumao.
At some point, IG really needs to pull the trigger, as I mentioned.
I mean, it just gets worse and worse, right?
Yeah, it gets worse and worse. It's again, do you remember when the DRX played Poke? It's same.
Yeah.
They are already completed.
You
Israel and Nidalee.
Yeah. You can't wait for your health bars to be at 0 before you start a fight.
Yeah.
That's not how that one works. You're exactly right. But where's their hard engage coming from? They don't have it.
I think maybe Rookie can do it like BDD.
So it is actually just the Rookie show. That's what we need to witness right here.
Exactly. And then maybe Aatrox can be useful in teamfight as well, you know? Because Aatrox is not kind of engaged champion. He's like secondary engaged, you know? When your teammates already like engaged and the fights are going on and you can just flank them just randomly jumping in and you can be really impactful. But right now, he lost in lane. He's losing silent prior, it seems like. And I mean, he's keep trying to get the silent prior, but
yeah, you can
it's
see
a team fight, you know.
Yeah, Rookie trying to go down there to catch Zoom. Zoom will have none of it. Ning is
man.
dead. That's red buff. Kanavi's going to lock him down there.
And Southwind used both summon spells.
Yep, just in fear of what was about to happen there as Rookie not going to find Loken. That's just an arcane shift. And JDG get themselves back out to safety, ready to poke once more. And Kanavi says, no, let's just go for a Baron.
Yeah. They
and
do
why
not
not?
have
Ning's
jungler.
dead. Yeah. And look at all the vision. That's just massive amounts of vision. Now Rookie getting Sand Soldiers to try and be in position here, but there's the teleport coming through from the Renekton. JDG looking to try and turn from this one. 4 versus 5 now, but Rookie going to get himself out of there. He goes Bloom out, the 3-man face breaker. Empress Divide is good to try and disengage the Crocodile, but he makes his way back in, and Rookie grabs that kill, but Yagao does his job and locks down the Emperor of Shurima, and now Puff trying to do some damage from the backline, but his front line is all but naught, and Loken now has some fish in a barrel to try and take down. Blue Mao is so damn good, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what, like, if you weren't watching the LPL final, you're silly. However, Blue Mao looked fantastic then on caster supports, on anyone. This set is just amazing in this game. Just continuing his form.
Engaging like a bard, you know? He does it with bard. Like, just whatever champion he plays, it's just himself.
I think it's just incredible play. I don't know. Those face breakers, just everything about this.
Great positioning, and he was looking for the right moment, and then just right in time, flash in, ulting in into the flash in, and phase rush. He's just running in and running out.
That's sick. He does go really, really fast, actually.
That is true.
Because he's also got Dead Man's Plate and every single movement speed rune possible.
And also he dies for his team.
Oh, of course. Of course.
So beautiful.
Yeah. It's about those honorable sacrifices. Rookie's going to come down, try it again. World Ender here from the Shy as Zoom does have his Steric's Gauge. He's got his... No, he didn't even use Dominus. That was just Steric's Gauge going off. Oh, dear. This is going from bad to worse with it. It's not looking good for IG whatsoever. Looks like JDG are going to be the last LPL team here with a chance, unless... Hang on, wait a second. Does this confirm that we're not going to have the tiebreakers?
I'm not sure, but yeah, the more I see...
Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. There might be that 3-way tie still. There's still a chance that things lock down. It's based on having a team that goes 3-0.
But you know what? Maybe LS hates Morello, right?
Yeah, he does.
And maybe I hate full AD Lee Sin.
Maybe that's your one. That's your trigger point. That's your trigger point.
Yeah, I'm actually so triggered right now because it reminds my solo queue, you know.
Yep.
He mute all the player and just pinging.
Yep.
With his full AD items, you know, and he's just going in randomly.
Which would have worked in the early game, but remember these solo queue junglers probably farmed for most of the early game until they got their full AD items, and then they're irrelevant.
Yeah.
And so they can't really.
I mean, he didn't even try something in early game. He literally farmed with Nidalee, by the way. He was 0 kills.
Oh god. It's not a great look. Not a great look here for Nick.
Luke, 0 kills and 0 assists.
I mean, he's done 2,000 damage so far this game as well, so... it's not great. Blue Mao looking for another face breaker, finds it very easily onto Ning. Puff goes down extremely low. No true shot barrage to fly through, though, as you can see from Loken. His Death Dance is completed. He's so tanky, actually, on this Ezreal. A 1v1 between this Ezreal and the Lee Sin would be not close by any margin.
Oh, man.
Still able to do a lot of damage as well, by the way, as Moonlight Vigil comes down. But Puff, pretty forgettable on the damage front right now, as now JDG locked down the inner turret, now look to turn it onto the Shy. The World Ender might actually be the wrong world that we're talking about, as IGs are slipping away from them. And Ning's not going to find that Q. Oh dear, this is certainly falling.
Yeah, I didn't know that the Shy's Aatrox is easy to play against.
Well, it never has been in the past.
Yeah,
never has been in the past. But if you do it,
remember.
Yeah.
I literally got 4-man queued
Yeah.
of the Shy's Aatrox, so
Yeah.
I definitely remember. But
it's a little bit of tilt.
yeah, I mean, not tilt. I'm kind of fine.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling here, you know.
No, I understand. It's sort of hard. But also, you know, look at the state of the game. Kanavi and Zoom were able to so easily set up ganks onto the Shy. It was very much a tale of two drafts. But also JDG have played this one out much better than IG have when the dust has settled. As Ning is going to be building towards a Black Cleaver as his third item.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if this Israel is gonna die at all in this game.
I don't think so. He's got so much armor, and he's got so much life
Healing
steal.
as well.
Yeah, and the healing from the Death Dance.
And the damage as well.
Yeah, Loken is certainly taking advantage of this new and improved Ezreal build that has come to light.
And he's building board as well.
It's like so much tank shred lifesteal, like it just keeps you alive against everything. You're like this raid boss tank that does too much damage. Now Ning and Rookie looking for a last-ditch effort at some sort of fight, but they're getting counter-flanked as well, as Kanavi looking on over, clears out that ward. Lumao with vision on the south wind of Puff. But Rookie and Ning, I believe, are continuing to be unseen. Finally, Yagao spots them exactly. Distortion, Mimic Distortion. Both come out. That is a very deep teleport, Zoom. Don't know what that was about, but Lumao's, of course, there to show us. Emperor's Divide is brilliant. True Shot Barrage does miss Ning, which would have been the end of him.
I mean,
the disengage was fantastic from Rookie.
Special.
Yeah, I know, but it looked really, really cool.
Yeah. So he forced out Rookie's Flash, which is IG's last hope.
Oh.
So I think
something big did happen.
Yeah, I mean,
you said that they just lost their last hope.
I mean, it seemed like
no,
nothing happened, you know?
Yeah.
And they used almost nothing, JDG. They still have full subs.
Well, now's the counter engage. Yagao with full health, full mana. Teleports back in. The Shy's going to face check him, but the chains do miss. Down to half health as the Shy's been lit on fire as well, as this World Ender continues to not be as good as he wants it to.
Yes, Flash,
Kanavi goes golden. Yes, flashes immediately out as the True Shot Barrage does not get the value that it wants, but Rookie goes down in the end. Yagao dives on top of him. The Lee Sin's going to fall.
Lamar, man.
Well, now Puff's looking for more as Zoom goes down extraordinarily low, but still dashing in and out of this fight. And you're right, Lumao's just doing the impossible right now on this set that moves way too fast.
Tonight, I'm definitely playing Phase Rush set support.
Yeah. completely warranted. And you need to make sure, pick up all of the movement speed as well and build Dead Man's Blade first item. Just golden. As IG look towards threatening a soul point that may not ever come, ladies and gentlemen, because we're staring down the barrel of a 10,000 gold lead in favor of the LPL champions in JDG. And have a look at it one more time. Shy, you know, takes up two people for quite some time and eventually flashes out of the way. But this turn towards the bottom side, Zoom locks down Rookie, and I feel like that was all she wrote.
Oh, the chain CC of Rookie. And he survives with that HP, by the way. Yeah, it's all about Phase Rush.
And he's still standing in the fight. He's continuing utilizing his grit, getting himself back up to health, but he never fully disengages in case he can bait someone to overextend for the kill.
Yeah, and also in Korea there is a meme about the 1 HP. 1 HP, being 1 HP is the best CC.
Yagao? Well, he's dead, okay.
I mean, he's having fun. Just let him have fun.
He's distracting and baiting.
Yeah.
Inner turret falls on the bottom side.
Inhibitor
rotation. Falls in the mid lane. Value from Yagao. Love it. can't stay alive for too long in this game. Feels like you're not doing enough. There's Rookie.
They actually don't
down
need
below
LeBlanc.
No, they don't.
They actually don't. They can literally push without LeBlanc.
I mean, they've just got so much poke and siege that they never really have to engage or get themselves into danger. So you're exactly right. They don't really.
And their disengage tool is perfect as well with the set support.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm starting to fall in love with this comp for some weird reason on JDG's side. Watching poke being played well is actually just really nice to see as the Moonlight Vigil does go wide. Ning looking for that flanking opportunity, but not going to be able to find the Q. And IG, they witnessed 2 of their inhibitor turrets going down, but their inhibitors still stand. So not going to have to deal with super minions just yet, but the amount of gold that is being funneled into JDG is very high. 9,000 gold the lead. We have triple lifesteal Loken's Ezreal with the 6th item Bloodthirster. That's the dream. You don't lose health, I don't think.
That's different level of disgust.
Yeah. Hikao's like, the stakes have been made. Guys, why aren't you pushing the turrets? And then they are, of course.
Come on.
Wrong place, wrong time. Kanavi slowly but surely, 4-0 and 5 now. The Flame Horizon has come in. Don't know how long that has been there. I believe it's been there for a while. As he's looking for his Void Staff for his final item, I believe.
You know why I left?
Why?
Look at Lisa's item. Look at Ning's item.
Oh, I guess he built Spirit Visage instead. Oh, the Face Breaker was so good.
But he still dies, you know?
How many Player of the Game votes can you put down? Like, I'm going to need like 7 Player of the Game votes for Lumao. He's been so good this game.
That is true. But anyways, like, IG seems really lost in this tournament.
It hasn't been a great showing. They still have 1 more game to play up against Gen G. Not sure whether it is going to be enough.
And I think this is the game that we cannot expect who is going to get POG against.
It's Lumao.
Nah,
I mean, yeah.
Our expectations were like breaking all the time.
Watch Loken get it.
Watch Zoom get it.
Total teammate heals and shields.
9,000.
That's a lot. All right, well that's full build for Kanavi.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Maybe in the late game he can sell Lich Bane for the Death Cap to heal more for his Ezreal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Primal Surge going to do a lot more there.
Yeah.
But then you don't have the massive burst damage when you leap in as Catform, which I think is the reason why you play Nidalee.
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
When it comes to team game, you know?
No,
you
that's
have
true.
to be
it
a
has
bit
to be about winning.
Yeah, you have to be a bit boring when you play team game.
See, like, you've just got that pro player mentality that any coach would love. Free agent, by the way.
I mean, that's why I was playing Tahm Kench all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, guys, it's okay. Just pick me Tahm Kench. We're going to win lane.
Yep.
And our AD carry is safe.
Perfect.
And our rotation in 1v1 is
Oh, that dive forward might have been a little bit too much, but the Shy does keep himself alive. Kanavi goes golden, Face Breaker again. It's a beautiful bait in the end from Kanavi. And Puff is the one that took it hook, line, and sinker. Rookie gets himself out with the Shifting Sands. Now has a decent shield on him as well when he does use that, as we are moving later and later into this game. But IG are going to have to play the rest of this out without their AD carry, at least for the next 40 seconds.
Puff with flashing in forward. Name more iconic duo.
I mean, there's been a few others that have flashed forward in their time, but I think, yeah, you're right. I think it's a sign of frustration with it, you know, like this is an IG that don't really know what to do next, and playing against a poke comp like this, not being able to engage reliably based on the composition you have, like, it is so hard to play this one out, but not for JDG. They are very comfortable, and Lumao, again, I mean, just plays this game at a quarter health, basically the whole time. That's like his power point.
3 inhibs. Triple inhibs.
Yep. It's looking like the beginning of the end, and I mean, it's been looking like that for quite some time.
Quite some time, for sure.
5-0. I swear Kanavi was going to die at that.
They spotted Rookie, by the way.
Yeah.
But they are not going for it.
Yeah, he can use the Conquering Sands, gets himself out. And I think JDG know that it's just a matter of time. They're going to take a Drake for no reason at all. And I guess they'll take Baron. You may as well.
I mean, they are actually doing it for the stats, you know.
Ah, yeah.
We got more Drakes.
Yep, it's all about your Baron
We
score.
have better objective controls,
Yep.
by the way, at least. So
You gotta have that. You gotta have that on the table. These are the LPL champions. I would expect nothing less from our LCK teams. As Lumao and Zoom hopping on over, looking for the Ning. They'll find him. He gets the kickback, doesn't get the knock up onto Lumao, but Lumao doesn't have very much damage to try and finish off a kill or anything like that as Zoom breaks the chains that bind. And JDG just going to return towards this Baron. I think Loken could solo it without taking any damage based on his item build. As you can see, that health bar does not move very far. And Kanavi's going to lock that one down very easily.
Yeah.
So we have the maximum amount of dragons being taken for both sides without a soul. And now we have a Baron rotating around JDG for the second time this game. It is feeling certainly like the continuing of the end. You know, we talk about the beginning of the end. This is not the beginning. This is like, we're almost getting towards the end of the end.
End of the end.
End of the end. Well, IG, can they defend?
Can they though? It's still Aphelios with the Runet, so, and Azir, so they can clear minion waves forever. Actually, forever.
Trying to push away your gal. I mean, there are double minion waves, double cannon, double super minion waves with Baron buff. They hit like a truck, but still, I think this is the first couple of auto attacks that have come down onto the Nexus.
Oh,
they only need a few of them though. Okay, I think Ning was there for a second. Not anymore. This Lee Sin is certainly not able to do anything at this stage of the game. Loken moves up, will get some free time with these turrets, and now the Nexus is exposed. This is just going to be the end of this game. Yeah, there's the dive in on top of Puff, but it doesn't even matter. The Nexus is focused. And JDG, the LPL champions, reign supreme over IG. And IG most likely won't make their way through now as JDG find themselves their first victory. Now, doing the math in my mind, we've got... So this is assuming that...
So, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm trying to
IG is
figure out
0-2.
what has to happen. So IG 0-2, they can get to 1-2 by beating Gen G.
I mean, I think
Gen G will be at 1-2 as well.
Wait.
And then,
that's true. If IG wins Genji, then it's disaster for us.
Yeah, because we're just going to have a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's...
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Unless it's really great quality game.
Because now JDG goes against DRX, and if DRX wins, they're also 1-2. So we could have the 1-2 three-way tie. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we did get there in the end. We got there in the end.
Okay.
But yeah, IG does need to now win against a Gen G that did certainly look a lot better when they were up against JDG.
Yeah, wounded match, definitely.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I think I'm looking forward to seeing what Dragon X are going to be able to show us up against more formidable opponents.
Yeah.
Because I think they certainly use momentum against Gen G, and now this is going to be the real test.
Yeah, and also I think IG got more damage than Gen G got by DRX, because they literally got stomped, by the way.
Yeah.
But Gen G, they were just like competing, at least.
Yeah.
And they had one game of break. But IG, they just need to play 2 games in a row right now.
Yeah, it's really hard. Really, really hard.
Really hard game and rough, but they just need to deal with it.
Yeah, and Gen G were watching. Gen G were watching, and they saw all of the issues with IG.
Yeah.
And now they're able to come back and capitalize.
Oh, but maybe it will be like, it's maybe bad for Gen G, you know, like you were watching IG bad and like, man, IG is so bad. We don't need to play serious.
Oh, and then you start losing in the early game, and then you mentally collapse.
Oh, wait, what? It's like me, you know, me were casting, and like, oh man, LCK players are so bad, and like, I just
Yep. No, I understand completely. I understand completely.
And
I've lost many a commentator on the desk.
Yeah, and I cannot talk shit about LCK anymore. I mean, I will still, but in my mind,
I think you can. You can just do it with the LPL as well. After this game,
I just feel bad.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But anyways,
let's have a look at some of these highlights here as Ning gets The old do-si-do. It's not what you want. And then the Shy left after the walls. This was honestly just a stomp, but a stomp that JDG played out very, very well.
Clean.
Yeah.
That was clean. They just got everything they could. And
Cool,
the
guys.
vision
Don't look
control
at
was
explode.
great. And this is what we wanted from Kanavi.
Yeah.
Playing early game jungler or like a snowballing jungler. And also Luma play more engaged supports.
Luma just play more. I don't know. I don't care
Play
what he
more?
plays, to be honest.
I mean, he lost first game.
I know he lost the first game, but that wasn't his fault. Look, no, I just want to see him play like this more.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like this.
Just going in there.
This style of play. I mean, I don't think it was about the set. It was just him seeing all of the plays.
Yeah.
And set support does have a lot of tools available, but you're right. Like, I mean, having all of those options, he used them so well.
I mean, it's kind of meme as well, you know? Like, if you have nothing to blame, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, nah, play more playmaking supports.
yeah.
But in the truth, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you play.
Just be Luma, please. We just want to watch
And
more.
yeah.
And that's Puck getting completely trolled.
I mean, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
And
oh god, the spears.
yeah, I mean,
we
look
get
at
to see what happened to. Oh wait, he's dead
look at these spears, man.
So sad. This is before, after Nick died. I didn't even notice. Oh man, I wanted to see how he actually fell down. As that's a very linear graph, and when you see those, you see a team that is in so much control. And if I'm DRX, like, look, I hate to say it, but I think there's a chance that we might just straight up have DRX and JDG qualifying through.
That is true. If JDG wins against DRX, right?
Yeah. If JDG wins against DRX,
then
they
there's
both
no
move
chance.
to 2-1,
So,
right?
Yeah.
But but
so they
we
don't
could have
need
a
to-
three-way tie of 2-1s
Wait.
against IG as 0-3.
Oh, because there's Genji. If
There's a lot of three-way tie options, actually. We could have a few different things happen here.
But I don't believe that.
No?
I think today is going to be really clean day.
Okay.
Because today's games are really clean.
That's true. That's true. So we
Compared
do
to
need to
yesterday.
have a clean finish. That's how we're going to have to wrap it up. So that's with a DRX victory and a Genji victory. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So then we get 3-2-1-0. That's
And
very clean.
yeah. Let's predict about the POG this game. I really think if Kanavi doesn't get POG, something is wrong.
No, I think Lumao needs to get it. Lumao, he's so good.
I mean, he's good, but he's support.
And I guess Kanavi did play very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't die
Yeah.
at all. As Nidalee. He's always had a level difference on enemy jungler.
I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't mind if either of them got it. As it is going to be Kanavi, 5-0
There we
and
go.
6. Finally, we get a prediction of the player of the game correct. And it is going to be Kanavi that locks that one down.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
congratulations to the rookie of the split, the
Nice.
MVP of the split for the LPL, and demonstrating exactly why in this game.
I mean, I think all the support players are gonna agree with me, because even though, yeah, Lukmao played good, but if you have that kind of jungler, it's just happy to play the game.
Oh yeah.
As support, you know, your jungler wins for you for the early game, and wins late for you.
Yeah.
It's just
And
perfection.
then you control every team fight.
Yeah, and like, I can just really go in, flashing in. It doesn't matter if I fail one time.
True. But I still think that Lumao played an excellent game of League of Legends. He still is a force to be reckoned with.
True.
Very excited to watch him versus DRX. It's going to be our final match of the day, because Carrier versus Lumao, like, so many clean mechanics in that particular matchup. As we will have the interview coming up very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. And that'll be over in the LPL arena as well, I believe.
That's cool.
As yeah, we're just switching back and forth, depending on where we are. As
采访席
here it is right now,
那
so
这
I
场比赛
will
结束
throw
之
it
后
over.
呢，我们请到的是 Zoom 来到采访席。Amaris here, joined by Zoom, the top laner from JD Gaming. Please say hello to your audience. 先跟各位打招呼吧。
大家好，我是 JDG 的上单 Zoom。
欢迎 Zoom。今天第一个问题首先是恭喜你们拿下了本场比赛的胜利嘛，现在感觉怎么样呢？
因为第一场打得不是很好嘛，所以说这场赢下来对我们士气有一定提升，所以说还是挺开心的。
So I asked him about how does he feel after winning this game. He said that we didn't perform really well in the first game. So after winning this competition we feel is a little bit helpful. My second question will be the pace of your game was really fast and you barely made mistakes. So what kind of feedback or adjustment did you make after losing the first game? 那今天你们这把比赛可以说是打得非常快，节奏也很快，几乎没有给对面什么机会。那在第一局失利了之后，你们是进行了什么样的反馈以及做了什么调整呢？
因为第一局我们进攻节奏打得不好，所以就感觉是我们选英雄的问题吧，所以说我们就决定换点英雄，所以说这一把选到了更适合我们的英雄，所以说打得顺利一点。
So I think the the pace of our gameplay was not really well. We changed some champions that we are really good at. So, it's more about the problem of the pick and ban. So just some changes in the champions. Your teamwork today in this game was really amazing, and the execution, the shot calling was so amazing. So how would you rate your synergy today out of 10? 那今天你们这把比赛的话，团队配合是十分出色的，就是该撤就撤，该开就开，那整个执行力是非常好的。所以假如说团队配合打个分的话，10分满分会打几分呢
？10分满分的话，应该至少打个8分吧。因为我们本来也是以团队配合为主的队伍嘛，所以说感觉打得还挺好的今天。
I would rate 8 out of 10 because our team is really good at the teamwork, like our gameplay of the synergy. So yeah, I think this game we did pretty well. So my last question will be: next game you will compete with Dragon X, who just won 2 games already. So what aspect of your opponent do you think you should keep an eye on? 那下一场比赛你们将会面对到是 Dragon X， 他们已经连续拿下了2场比赛的胜利了。那你觉得在面对他们的时候，有什么部分是需要值得注意的呢？
因为他们个人能力和对线实力都打得挺好的嘛，所以说我感觉这方面我们能注意一下的话，我们还是很有机会能取胜的。
So they are very outstanding about their laning phase, especially their personal mechanics. So if we pay more attention to that, we are very likely to win. And that's so much for the interview. 也谢谢 Zoom 来到我们的赛后采访席，就把时间交回给解说。
Thank you so much. And look, that was a short and sweet interview, but got to say exactly the things that he needed to. And now needs to focus on the final match for JDG. As you can see, based on the standings, DRX have an opportunity to go undefeated if they're able to take down JDG.
Yep.
And Gen G could be joining DRX in the semi-finals with a win over IG, assuming things go right, because we could have some very interesting tiebreaker situations where Gen G gets through, DRX doesn't, JDG gets through. One of the LCK teams misses out.
Yeah.
There is a lot that could happen now with these 2 matches yet to go, but Gen G versus IG will certainly be the final nail in the coffin for IG's hopes and dreams in this tournament. And see, if IG manage to win out, then there's a chance that we do still have some very interesting sort of bottom of the standings tiebreakers, assuming that JDG fall to Dragon X. So certainly a lot still up in the air.
Yeah.
And no one out of it just yet confirmed, which is surprising because I feel like we had a lot locked down by this stage yesterday. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I feel more confident though today on our LCK teams.
There we go. Widid's come back. He's come back to us. He did have Dragon X at 4th place in this group. However, not anymore. Because they are currently undefeated. I, however, had them at 1st. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have you in game number 5, which is our second last one of the night. IG will have to see whether our 2018 World Champions are going to be able to hold on up against the 2017 World Champions in Gen G. Gen G just fell to Dragon X. IG just fell to JDG. So let's see how it goes, guys, after the break. At least I think after the break.
Yeah.
Because I think I was told to wrap it up, but we didn't quite have the exciting music just yet.
Yeah, maybe we should just.
I think Sunke is like he's having an excited talk about the possibilities of an LCK winner. But as you can hear, there is some of that that break music coming in. So we are going to go to that short break now. We'll see you for our next LPL versus LCK match right after.
Do-do-do.
가엔나 키리비